right, guys, that set was the minimum that I needed for today, 115 kilograms for double. That was based off of roughly 140 kilograms for one, the 308 pounds for one, so I had 255 on the bar roughly, plus 40 pounds in bands. That's cautious of the hamstring, cautious of my back, and I've been sick all weekend, having severe cramps, full body, neck to toes, everywhere you can imagine. And I still feel like I'm twitching everywhere. My hamstring and adductor and abductor, they're all twitching right now on those sets. I'm using a little bit of caution. Anything above what I just did is a bonus. And I'm gonna try and play with it. If I can continue to pull a decent number several weeks in a row, precautionary, then I can slowly raise my training max on this. So I'm gonna try for a couple more sets here, see how that goes, and then I can drop back down, do my reps. Thunder.
Doing it?
Maybe always yelling.
Huh? Fall.
Wait.
That way? Okay, well, the sandbags are there.
Because
It's just concrete, don't worry.
people talk about roller coasters. Roller coaster. Just
Nail it.
now. We're leaving soon, so get ready.
At least I stood up.
That's true.
Actually, the knees
The bands are
hurt
much
a lot.
farther apart than hers are.
Then the knees held up, do hurt a lot.
I will try. There's no way. From here, there's no way.
Careful not to get hurt.
Well, you know, I'm gonna
I get it. You're boring, but don't you dare stop me from having fun.
record this.
Okay. Nailed it. I think you did it, sweetie.
I'm gonna stop at 1. Alright guys, that was my training session for Monday. I can't argue at all. That wasn't really bad. Yesterday, I did not train. I was having severe cramps everywhere, from my toes to my neck. Thought I was gonna train, thought I was gonna be able to sleep it off or take medicine and work it out. Couldn't hydrate, couldn't get past it. Still having some small cramps today, but not bad like yesterday at all. The plan roughly, I think I walked you through this. I needed to hit 115 kilograms plus the bands. I've got the bands a little bit farther apart this week than I did last week. Oh, more light here. So last week the bands were adding 40 pounds total at the top. This week they're a little farther apart, but they're not going to add that much more as far as band tension goes. Not enough to really tell a big difference anyway. So I got my main sets of 115 kilograms plus the bands for double. Still feeling out how well my hamstring and my body feels on the sets. So I worked up and I knocked out, I think, 130 for a double, maybe 150 as well. And then I decided to go ahead and work up with a couple of heavier, safer singles. I think it was the set with 170 kilograms, so like 385 pounds, somewhere around there. When I went down to grab the bar, I felt my pec start to cramp a little bit, and a lat on the other side cramp a little bit. Tricep on the other side began to cramp a little bit. Stood up, shook it off, and reached down and grabbed it, pulled. It was okay. But that's a good sign that you need to taper off a little bit, change a little bit, and not continue to push it too hard. At least make small jumps. Or make big jumps and just figure you're only going to have so many more sets before you get injured. So make them count. So I went in and I thought to myself that I wanted to pull something over 400 pounds. If the band tension was 40 pounds or so, that way I would have somewhere around 200 kilograms at the top. All of those sets were post hamstring tear PRs. So I did 182.5 kilograms, which is just a hair over 400 pounds, plus the bands for a solid single. Actually felt better than the 170, but it should have if I cramped on the 170 set. Drop back down. I think I based everything off 130 or 140 kilograms. Drop back down to 90 kilograms, so 198, 200 pounds, plus the bands, 8 sets of 3, 90 seconds rest in between, letting my body recover between the sets much longer than I would normally for speed deadlifts. But I'm getting 24 reps in, 8 sets of 3 rather than my normal speed deadlifts, which would be 5 to 10 sets of 1. So instead of getting a maximum of 10 reps in, I got 24. Took a little bit longer rest, that way in between sets I can assess my body, my back, my hamstring, make sure everything is okay. I can get a drink, took a few bites of steak. Had a chance to make everything count, every set count. So then after that, my wife and I were doing some fun stuff. Sue Metcalf posted some stuff on Facebook, saw it this morning, her doing some crazy jumps. I'll try to post that video in here for you to see. And I swear I can see it in my head. I swear I can see myself doing it. So my wife was going to video me doing it, and I get down there and I don't think it's going to happen. At least not today anyway. She got down there and I really thought she was going to do it. She came really close. I think it was just the rhythm is stuck in her head backwards, or she would just fly out and do it. But in all fairness, it's close to midnight and she was up early this morning on the rower. She's had a long day, so she's tired, But I think a couple more days of her just practicing that, and she'll knock it out like it's a piece of cake. I think if I can get my feet to stop cramping, a little bit more flexibility, and a little bit less pain, I've got a shot, but I also have a big shot of getting hurt as well. So I don't think that's really worth it, or maybe it is. So anyway, that's before I go to bed, I'll do a couple sets of abs, as always, a couple sets of reverse hypers before going to bed, loosen up, and I got to continue my stretching. Posted a video the other day of some of the foot stretches that I do at night before going to bed. I spent way too many hours, yeah, I should be spending minutes. I've been spending a couple of hours at night doing that. I think I've got my feet nice and sore, and that could be what's shooting up the cramps from my feet all the way up my legs and through my back. Of course, if you go back to my back injury, my back began with back pain that ran down to my foot. So I'm working in reverse. Maybe I've got something going on, and I'm working things out. But I made it through deadlifts today, post hamstring tear PR. That's progress. That's real progress. So I'm back on the track to look at somewhere near a 500-pound deadlift again in the next month and a half. And then I need to slow track everything as slow as possible to get back to a 300-kilogram plus deadlift. Slow track, slow and steady. So that's it, guys. Enjoy it. We're going to watch some TV. I'm going to get back to work. We'll see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday. Have a good one.